Tree of life, route to all fitness. Tree moss is the business. You're with the man himself, Tree. I ain't done one of these in a while still. You get me? And this one, we're going to be talking about lab diamonds. Now you're thinking, why are you talking about that? But I just want to give you lot something to think about. So, obviously, lab diamonds are diamonds that are made in a lab, not diamonds that have been mined out of a cave. And you hear a lot of jewelers saying, yeah, lab diamonds, that's the way forward. Yeah, you should get lab diamonds. They're like half the price of real diamonds and whatnot. But I think that lab diamonds are becoming a thing, or they're putting a thing out for lab diamonds to be the thing, because it takes money away from Africa and other countries like that they say are less fortunate but have the most resources. So I know a lot of people will say, oh, but in Africa, you know, they're using people as slaves, or they're paying them little money for them to be getting the diamonds and all of that stuff. And I know, and they're doing cruelty to those people, and it's blood diamonds. And yeah, I hear that. That's definitely true. But it's still a way that Africa was bringing in money, innit? I'm not saying it's the right way, or you get what I'm saying, but it's a way for their country to get money, because, you know, they say that their country's got the best resources. But obviously I feel like now a lot of African countries and Caribbean countries are denouncing their connections with England and America. Some of them are doing or making connections and allegiances with China and Russia. Like, for example, let's give an example of this. You got Ibrahim Traore. He's denouncing his stuff with France and England, the gold mines that was owned by England over there. He's taking them over. So, and he's been in allegiance and alliance with Russia. So, where like a lot of these countries are denouncing their ties with England and that, they won't be able to get diamonds. The resources for the people that's mining the diamonds won't be blood diamonds. It will be the African leaders paying their people properly, and they'll be charging a higher price for outside countries to buy diamonds from them. So that's why I feel like lab diamonds now they're trying to bring lab diamonds in to make lab diamonds a thing where, oh yeah, just get a lab, it's cheaper, it's easier, it's quicker, whatever. But in the grand scheme of things, not in hindsight, but in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it's like they're doing that so they can prevent giving money to the actual countries that have the real diamonds, because they're not dealing with them no more. So for me as well, at some point, like, if you put lab diamonds in something, people will be like, oh, you can't resell it, it's not really going to be worth nothing. So at some point, I feel like lab diamonds are going to be like cubic zirconias or moissanites, for instance, because real diamonds will be more expensive, and someone will invent a portable tester that tests lab diamonds and natural diamonds, because I've only seen them in like a jewelry shop. But when a man's walking around with that and he's created that and testing the labs and the naturals, and labs ain't worth nothing, it's over. So yeah, like, it's just some food for thought. It's not just about diamonds and shining, it's about the bigger picture, yeah? But just some food for thought, something for you to think about. But anyway, that was the Tree's travel truth about lab diamonds. Tree of life, route to all fitness. Tree moss is the business. You're with the man himself, Tree. And you know my thing. Love every time.